That's devastating. 5:37 is your time now, and today is Juneteenth, the federal holiday commemorating June 19th, 1865, when the final enslaved people in Texas learned that they were free.
That's right, 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued by President Abraham Lincoln. Now, there are Juneteenth events happening throughout Metro Detroit today. We want to tell you about those, including one in Harper Woods. This is a celebration that will include music, art, and community unity events. In Royal Oak, you can take part in the Freedom Strive event, followed by a community celebration at the Royal Oak Farmers Market.
And the Charles H. Wright Museum has special programming planned all day long. That's where we find 7 News Detroit's Brittany Toulis. She's live there right now, giving us a sneak peek. I know it's going to be some fun events today, Brittany.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun events, Kira and Alicia, but some of those events are going to have some changes. I'm right inside the Charles H. Wright Museum, and I have Lance Wheeler with me, the VP of Learning for the museum. And Lance, the weather has put some hiccups in the scheduling today, so tell me what's moved inside and what may no longer be happening first.
So majority of the outside programs have got canceled. So our field day event that we're going to have, our face painting, our chalk walk, our horses. But what is still happening as moving inside is our African dance that's going to take place between 1 and 2. And then also we are still having our bike ride outside. You know, we have avid bike riders across the city. Unless it starts thundering, that will be canceled. And so those are the things that are moving in, but we're still slated to do indoor activities. For example, we're going to be doing some documentary screening, having some live descendants here taking place for the panel conversation that we have here. And then also we're going to have a welcoming from our CEO, Neil Barclay.
And so tell me more about the documentary. It's the Clotilda Legacy documentary. So, what is it about? And the panel after, the descendants, who are they? And, why is it important for them to be here?
Yeah, so the documentary is about 45 minutes. It's called the Clotilda, which is the last American slave ship that brought enslaved Africans to this continent, America, right? And so the conversation is really exploring that dynamic, those families, those descendant members, but also what does it mean to be a descendant? And then following that will be a panel conversation with descendants. Jeremy Ellis, who is a descendant, but also Miss Patricia Frazier, who are gonna be here, who are coming from Mobile, Alabama to share their story about their family.
And one of these descendants, you said, only about 40 to 50 years old. So just what does that do to show, it wasn't that far in the past that the first Juneteenth even happened?
Yeah, I think for us that helps us, it reminds us that history is a living, breathing thing, right? It's not just in the past. We do have people who have experienced their family history, who knows their family history. And I think that's what Juneteenth is about, right? It's remembrance, it's resilience, and it's honoring those before us, but also honoring their future.
Thank you so much for joining us, Lance. And everyone out there, I said this starts at 10 a.m. today, runs through 6 p.m. Some changes to scheduling, but there's still going to be a lot of fun stuff to do out here, and some outside activities like that bike ride still happening. I'm going to send it back to you guys at the desk. But live from inside the Charles H. Wright Museum, I'm Brittany Toulis for 7 News Detroit this morning. Alicia and Kiara.
Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, all about resilience and remembrance. We'll check back in on you in the next hour. Well, you can find a full list of